Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's Tech Tuesday, and I'm your host, Ben Cole. Today, we're going to dive into a demo where we're going to build an AI agent with Zapier. This agentic workflow is going to be super simple. We're going to do a custom Gmail bot. Now, with AI agents on the rise, I think it's more important than ever that we familiarize ourselves with the technology. ChatGPT recently released its operator feature for its pro users, which is their first peek into AI agents. But Zapier's had their tool out for some time now, so I've had the chance to play around with it a little bit. So I'm here in the application and I've went ahead and created a bot called Email Agent. Now, the first thing that we're going to do once we create this bot and we name it is we're going to come down here to behaviors. We're going to create a behavior for it, and each behavior has its own trigger. So here I'm in Google Sheets and I'm going to go ahead and link it to my account. In this case, I'm going to go ahead with the sales club at NC State. I'm using them as a use case. We're going to go ahead and connect. All right, so we've went ahead and connected their membership form. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is just begin describing exactly what I want this bot to do. Okay, now we see the first part of the instructions here. It's retrieve the recipient information. So we're going to go ahead and tell the bot to extract the email address, the name, and the major of the person who registered. Okay, now I went ahead and skipped forward a little bit here, but the second step is the composition of the email, where I essentially told the GPT, or the Zapier bot in this case, to go ahead and welcome the new member, to have an opening line, let them know what our mission statement is, specifically wishing them to develop the skills for their career of interest. So tying in that relevance, telling them a fun fact relating to their major. So again, just instilling that piece of relevance for them to understand the benefit of our organization for them in particular. And then I also went ahead and tossed in our meeting dates with the topic. So it can send a reminder for when our next meeting is taking place, just so that way it's top of mind. And lastly, closing off the email being the last step. Not technically the last step. We're going to go ahead and include another part, which is the official sending of the email. And in order to finalize this, we're going to click the action itself. We're going to do send email. Let's go ahead and connect the email. All right, great. Now in this case, we can select a specific value for the subject line, or we can go ahead and leave it up to the agent. In this case, we're going to leave it up to the agent because we've already given it instructions. So now we're going to go ahead and save these instructions. Okay, now we're going ahead and testing the model, and we can see that it's beginning to prep an email for myself, assuming that I was a member. And here we go. We can see it spit it right out. So it does open up with saying, "Hi, Ben. Thanks for becoming a member. Our mission statement, wishing me success in my career, or hoping to empower me with the sales skills to excel, specifically within analytics." Here we have a fun fact relating to sales and analytics, and then a reminder about our meeting coming up on the 13th, which is our next meeting, revenue generation in modern athletics. So it's pretty neat how this custom email works. And if we go ahead and let's say it's March, let's do 18th. Okay, great. So we can see in this case, the email is realistically the same, except the reminder for the next meeting is on the 20th. It's reminding me of the meeting to come on the 20th. So it's pretty neat how you can program these custom agents and they have context. They realize the date, what you're trying to get across. It's super powerful. But I hope this was helpful. I found this really interesting when I began playing around with the tool, and within a very short period of time, I was able to figure out how to create these personalized emails and how to put information in there that would automatically update. So this is a very, very simple use case, but this is the kind of things that they're not teaching in school. So I think it's important that people do their own research and they really begin to stay up to date with the new technology, because this is a perfect example of how workflows are going to be automated, and it's going to make the entire process, whether it be in sales, customer support, translating insights with analytics. There's going to be so many use cases to come within the next few months, and I think it's increasingly important that people stay up to date on the tech. So leave a comment if you guys found this useful. I'm going to toss a link to this tool in the description, so please go out, try it for yourself, and I'd be happy to talk with you guys more about it, answer some questions. But yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day. It was a pleasure, and stay tuned for more content.